Hi, I'm Andrew Berry and welcome to At the Benches YouTube channel. When you're dealing with flames, torches and gas, it can be quite frightening for the newcomer to the jewellery making hobby and experience. And this film is just a very quick short film showing you the correct way and safe way to fill up your little handheld little butane torches. I've got a few torches in front of me here today, and you can buy these torches from your jewellery tool suppliers, and they're a very good beginner torch. You can even buy them in a kitchen shop for doing your creme brulee. Sometimes they're called creme brulee torches, and they use a gas called butane. Now, butane is a gas very similar to propane that we use within the jewelry industry, but it's a lower temperature flame when you come to use it within your torches, and it is readily available. Why? Because you use it in your little cigarette lighters, your little igniters to light your candles and that sort of thing. So you can buy the refills in a lot of hardware stores. You can even buy them in your newsagents over here in the UK. And when you have your torch brand new, it may come in a pack like this, and it comes with the torch and also comes with a base as well. The base is very handy to keep upon the torch. It does really act as a very steady, stable base, so the torch doesn't really get knocked over. And when you're working away, when you need to put the torch down, you don't really have to think about making sure that it's standing upright. And if without the base, it will fall over quite easily. I've got a couple of torches here, one of the small little creme brulee ones, and this is a slightly larger one as well. And the principles are exactly the same. The gas is held within the main body that you hold on to, and you can insert the gas into those bodies from the holes in the bottom, as you can see here. The holes are accessible even with the base on. You can even take the base off, and it's right on the bottom here. The fitting here is exactly the same as your refillable gas lighters and cigarette lighters. So let me just show you what you need to do. You can buy these. This particular brand is called Ronson, and this particular brand is called Bull. It makes no difference, they are butane. This is a universal gas refill for all lighter and thermal butane powered products. And this is a universal gas lighter refill. They're exactly the same. The majority of brands, I think, in this country are coloured this way with a yellow body and red caps. So first of all, you need to make sure that your on-off switch is closed. What I'd do first is open it. When you look at the knob, you're looking at counterclockwise to open and then clockwise to close it. So make sure it is closed, otherwise when you start to put your gas in, it's just going to come straight out of the nozzle. So clockwise, remember, righty-tighty. So I'm looking here, I can go right to tighten it, or I can go left to loosen it. So I want to make sure it's closed first of all. You can do it with the base on or the base off next time. It's entirely up to you. With these lids here, we've got a series of adapters built into the lids. You don't usually need to use any of these adapters because as it is here, when it comes straight out of the can, this nozzle here should be exactly the right size to go into the actual hole. So you shouldn't really have to worry about all those adapters, as you can see. So we need to make sure that the torch is upside down to start off with, and then we get our butane and turn that upside down as well. Do this in a well ventilated area. Perhaps do it outside or by the side of an open window to make sure that any excess gas will be taken out. And what we're going to do, we're going to put the nozzle directly over the push little nozzle that sticks out to the base there. We're going to push it down, and what's going to happen, the gas then is going to come out of the can and fill up the handle here. It may only take about 10, 15, 20 seconds perhaps, and what you'll notice is that as the gas enters the handle, you'll feel it getting quite cold, and you should be able to feel that sensation moving its way up the handle itself as the handle fills up with the gas. When you feel it coming quite close to the end here, what you may notice is that once the tank gets full, the handle gets full here, you may notice a little bit of gas spitting out. And remember, it's liquid. When it comes out into the open air, it's a gas, but held in this type of canister. And when it's inside the handle here, it's liquid. So what you'll find is that when the handle gets full, a little bit of liquid gas will come out of the top, but it'll soon disperse. And this is the reason why it's important to do this in a well ventilated area. So we're going to turn this upside down. We're going to put the nozzle over the end of our canister. We're going to keep on going. We'll feel it getting colder until it just starts to spurt out to the end. That is when we know the handle and the tank of the handle here is full. So that will go over the end. We're going to push this down. It's not coming out. In fact, this must be quite full because that was, you just saw then was starting to come out. Okay, so that one's quite full. Put that back on the stand. Let me try another one. These are a couple that we use in the workshop here. Our students use them as well. Let's try this one. These weren't empty. There we go. There we go. You just saw the excess coming out over the top there. Let's try this one as well. Put it back on its base. And let's try the big one here as well. It's exactly the same. There's a stand with this one. There's a base here, as you can see. And exactly the same valve on the bottom. And exactly the same way that will go over the hole. There we go. This one's quite empty, as you can see. And I can feel it moving up the handle until it just starts to spit. So we stop. And now we need to wait. Don't try and light these torches straight away. Always put the tops back on as well, because don't forget, if that nozzle gets pushed down, the gas will come out. So we keep them somewhere safe, away from children, preferably in a locked cabinet. We need to keep these torches now upright for a few minutes. And the reason being is that the gas needs to settle. We've had it upside down. We've gone from the liquid here into the handle, and it needs to settle. If you try and light it too soon, you may find that the flame will be slightly spluttery, and that is because the liquid is coming out instead of the gas. This is working fine at the moment, but I'm going to wait a few moments, perhaps literally only 5 minutes perhaps. We're just going to wait for that liquid gas in here to settle before we start using our torches again. So a very quick film on the torches that we use here at the bench, because they're very easy to use. You don't have to be worried too much about them. I say worried too much. You should always be careful with torches, but these torches are an ideal beginner's torch. It can't handle large pieces, large bangles, large plates of copper or silver, for instance, but these are ideal for, as you say, cutting your teeth on soldering and learning how to solder. Little creme brulee torches are absolutely ideal. And now I've shown you how to fill them. Been very careful. You should have no problems at all, no worries. It may take you a few goes just to get confident and used to refilling them, but the more you do it, the more confidence you will gain. My name is Andrew Berry, and don't forget, please subscribe if you haven't done already. If you like this film, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and also don't forget, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. See you on the next film. Bye bye.